Hello, hello, goddesses. Welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley Rose, astrologer, human design reader, and feminine energy coach. And today we're talking all things Virgo full moon. The Virgo full moon is coming up this weekend on February 24th, and I want to give you all the information that you need to know to be most aligned with the energies of this weekend and beyond. So the first thing I want to start with, the full moon is a magical time each month. The full moon is almost like a portal of manifestation that we have every single month, where it's a great time for setting intentions. It's a great time for doing ritual, journaling, really getting your thoughts out. The full moon is also a time where globally, it's a time where things might be revealed. So this weekend might be a time where on a global scale, we find out some information that we did not yet know about. So watch out for that. If you're someone that watches the news or follows things like that, this weekend could be a big, big, big reveal. Full moons are also just an amazing time to think about how our life has progressed from the new moon 2 weeks beforehand, and think about any goals we might have set under the new moon, because the new moon is a great time for seeding new things and starting new things in our life. And then the full moon is a really great time to celebrate any achievements that we've had since the new moon toward moving toward our goals. So full moons are just a really important time to be keyed into every month. Whenever I'm working with women, starting to live in alignment with the moon cycle and gaining their power that way, I always say start with the new moon and start with the full moon, okay? Let's talk about this Virgo full moon specifically. Before we dive into the fact that it's in Virgo, I want to talk about the fact that we're actually in Pisces season right now. Pisces season began on February 18th of this year, 2024. Pisces season for astrologers, this is the last month of the year. The astrological new year begins with the spring equinox every March, or fall equinox, depending on where you are in the world, okay? So this is a time, Pisces season is a time of endings and also new beginnings. Pisces season is very much so a time of release. We might feel more need for rest and relaxation and rejuvenation. I always let people know that Pisces season is the time to take more time to rest, take more time to relax. It's a great time if you can move meetings around and give yourself more time in your day to move slowly and with intention. Pisces season is the time to do so. It's also a great time for self-care. Why is that? So I'm a Pisces. I have like 4 placements in Pisces. So I'm uber Pisces. So I really love and embody Pisces energy. And the reason why this time of year, it's okay for us to move slower and be more relaxed and take more time for ourselves is because there's a lot happening on the spiritual and energetic level during Pisces season. I mentioned to you before that this is the last month of the year astrologically before the new year starts with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, happening with springtime in March, right? So our body is integrating and releasing and almost digesting a lot of information, a lot of emotions, a lot of thought, a lot of feelings. Think about everything that you've been through since March of 2023, when this current astrological year began. This is the last month of that year that began last March. So your body is almost processing and moving through everything that you've been through since March last year. This is what Pisces season is for. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. If you're noticing that you need more rest, if you're noticing things like that, don't push, don't resist it, surrender to it. That's another massive Pisces theme, surrender. Okay, surrendering, allowing, releasing resistance. If there's anything in your life right now that you feel like is causing you tension, or that you feel like is causing energetic friction, how can you find a way to just kind of release some of that energy right now and just let it dissolve, let it go, let it be, okay? This is not really a time to be super combative or super active or any of that. This is a time to really be tuning internally to any messages that we are receiving from spirit. This is an amazing time to be actively aligned with our intention, doing intention strengthening practices like journaling, meditation, yoga, whatever it is that you do and your personal practice for increasing your intuition, Pisces season is an amazing time to do that. And working up to this full moon right now in Pisces season, this full moon in Virgo, this is an even better time to do so. Okay. I also wanted to talk about dreams. Pisces season being the last sign, there's a lot of subconscious, unconscious, almost like subterranean, oceanic energy going on right now, both in the global and the collective and within us internally. And so dreams can often become even more powerful and even more vivid during Pisces season. Dreams are often a way that spirit or the universe or God or whoever, however you reference it, likes to speak to us, and symbols and things like that. Dreams become extremely powerful during Pisces season. So I always recommend, if you're someone that, if you journal or if you keep a dream journal, this is even a better time to keep a dream journal and things like that during Pisces season, because this is really the time when our channels are even more open and we are more available for downloads and insights and things like that. Okay. Before I go into the Virgo full moon, a few more things I wanted to say about Pisces season here to really just help you align with this energy. Pisces is also the energy of glamour, illusion. Hollywood is a very Piscean, Neptunian type of energy. Beauty, art. Again, we already talked about rest and relaxation. All of these really yummy, juicy, very watery topics, very feminine. This is a very yin time right now. So again, if you're feeling called to like take that long bubble bath or to like watch your favorite movie and stay in instead of going out, if you're feeling called to like make yourself that really yummy gourmet meal at home and just luxuriate in all the senses and all the flavors and smells and sights and sounds and taste, Pisces season, this is the time to do so. Okay. Pisces season, in a way, is very inner focus. It's very like me focused, and not in an Aries season way where Aries is more like fiery, like, yeah, this is what I want and I'm going to go get it. That's going to come up. That's going to be happening in the spring. Okay. We have time for that. That's going to be more what March might feel like. What I'm saying is that Pisces season is very me inner focus, is like your inner world almost becomes your entire world during Pisces season. The outer world almost doesn't matter as much during Pisces season or under a really strong Pisces influence like we are right now. The outer world, your to-do list, your chores, your job, like, all the obligations that you have to do, they almost really take a back seat if you allow them, if you're able during Pisces season. And what comes to the forefront is your dream life, your imagination, your ability to envision. And that is something that I really want you to kind of key into under this Virgo full moon. Okay, imagining, dreaming about the life that you want for yourself, dreaming about the type of woman or man or whomever that you would like to become. Pisces is all about those big visions, almost like taking our dreams from the ethereal and bringing them down into reality. Okay, that's a lot of like the energy with Pisces season. I hope that you're kind of getting a taste of what we're talking about here. It's very ethereal. It's very, kind of, you get what I'm saying. Okay. So this is that time to really luxuriate, almost like being the bridge between heaven and earth right now. If you can like hold that space within yourself and like almost walk around more as the observer rather than as the doer during Pisces season, and just observe your world and also observe your inner world and what ideas, thoughts, desires, insights are coming to you, this is a great time to do so. Okay, now let's talk about this Virgo full moon. Now that we've got the Pisces season stuff out of the way, ladies. Okay, Virgo full moon. Virgo is an earth sign. It's a very different energy to Pisces. Virgo likes material worlds, and the way that Pisces is about the dream world and about imagination and about envisioning and things like that. Virgo is like, be here now. What is happening now? So there's often kind of a push-pull, almost tension, I noticed during the Virgo full moon during Pisces season, where we don't want to have a lot to do and we want to rest because that Pisces watery energy is calling for us to like rest and digest. But the Virgo energy is like, girl, but you need all these work meetings completed. You have your to-do list that you need to get done. You've got all these chores to do. Let's get on it. So you might notice a bit of that push-pull energy, especially this weekend, where you might have some obligations, some things you need to do. Maybe you need to go pick up your dry cleaning, things like that. And you might feel yourself resisting that a bit. Just know that that is natural. I will say though, this Virgo full moon energy is really beautiful. What's coming through me right now is that typically Virgo is a sign that can be almost associated with the inner critic. Okay, just to be perfectly honest, Virgo can be a bit of a perfectionist type of energy. Virgo likes to do things well. Virgo likes to do things right. There's one way to do things. Virgo is very about noticing all the little details. Like if you have any Virgo friends in your life, any sun, moon, or risings in Virgo, you might notice that she's always someone that notices if like, there's like one thread that is sticking out of your dress. She's the friend that's plucking it for you, or the one friend noticing like the misspelled word on the food menu when you go out to a really nice restaurant. Like that's the Virgo in the group, right? Okay. Versus the Pisces is like, what? There's words in the menu? I didn't know. And I can say that because I'm just making fun of myself now. But anyway, so this Virgo full moon energy, although the inner critic may be wanting to come up and you might be having ideas of how you can better yourself or better your life. Maybe you need to get your hair done. Maybe it's time for a haircut. Maybe you need to get your eyebrows done. Maybe you need to fix your car. Maybe like these thoughts might be coming up of like all the things you need to do. That's the Virgo. That's good. That's there to help us. That's there to give us balance. Okay. Also, my request to you is, can you be brave under this Virgo full moon energy? And are you able to accept yourself exactly as you are in this moment? I'm almost feeling like this stillness type of energy for this weekend. Like almost like we're suspended in time. We're in the liminal space. We're in the last month. We're in the Pisces season before we start the Astro New Year in March with spring. We're in this liminal time. And March is going to be all about go, 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 do, get stuff done, take aligned actions toward your goals and dreams. And that's perfect. That's going to be the time for that. Right now, like, can we sit in acceptance of exactly who we are, exactly where we are in our career, with our relationships, friendships, with our finances, with everything? Like, can we sit and accept ourselves under this Virgo full moon energy? That's what's coming through for me. Okay. And again, I say that because Virgo is not always typically the sign that's known for self-acceptance. Virgos are known to have very high standards and have very high perfectionist tendencies that can tend toward things like overanalyzing, overthinking, anxiety, things like that. Okay. And so that you might be finding yourself or other people around you tending toward those types of tendencies coming up this weekend, right? Maybe even some like mental nervousness or anxiety. It might be something that you're really feeling in the collective. And what I ask for you is, as a conscious person, and you're probably conscious if you're watching this video, otherwise you would have clicked off by now. As a conscious person, can you almost be the calm in the storm? Can you be the anchor in the water? Can you be like the clear channel of acceptance and solidity? That is my question for you under this Virgo full moon. Can you sit and accept yourself and not just think about what you need to change about yourself? Oh, I need to start this new fitness routine, or oh, I need to, again, get my hair done, do my makeup differently. Oh, I need to do this, that, the other. Those tendencies will be there. And again, that time will be there to do that. But I'm thinking acceptance is actually one of the main messages that's coming through for me. Okay. A few more things before I end this video today. I don't want it to get too long. Virgo is also very much so goddess energy. Okay. Virgo is an earth sign. It's very much associated with the harvest. If you think about Greek mythology, Virgo is associated with the virgin goddess. And that means virgin as in she's whole unto herself. She does not need anybody else. She's whole and complete unto herself. And that's where that acceptance piece, I think, comes from as the Virgo archetype. Virgo isn't just about like perfectionism and being nervous. It's also about just being perfect in who you are in the moment. And that sometimes gets lost. So I ask for you to channel your inner goddess this weekend, full moon. And again, maybe spoil yourself with that bubble bath, with that luxury meal, time with the best girlfriend. Anything that you can do to kind of calm your nervous system. Virgo is also very much associated with the nervous system and that digestion as well. What can you do to calm and regulate your nervous system? under the light of this gorgeous Virgo full moon? How can you avoid the pitfalls of anxiety and overthinking and overanalyzing and criticizing? And how can you actually lean more into the goddess embodiment energy of perfection as is and acceptance and stillness and connecting to your own divinity by completely being in tune with your own intuition and your own inner knowing? That's what that is asking, I believe, of us. And then the final thing I wanted to do before we wrap up this cosmic energy report today is I pulled a card for us, this gorgeous deck, the Muse deck. And I pulled a card for us to ask about what this Virgo full moon wants to tell us. And I got the Queen of Voices, which if you're familiar with tarot, this is kind of like the Queen of Swords card, okay? Queen of Voices. And here is the message today. From the east, a wind picks up, and she feels the rustle in her hair as her senses come alive. Her magic is a little more tangible than some of the other queens, and for her proof-seeking perception, she is grateful. She unfolds her wings of wisdom and knowledge and stretches, looking out over her domain. She's the Queen of Voices, and she speaks with an intensity so very direct that it cuts right through to the heart of the matter. Her words, like those of an ancient soothsayer, are clever and rife with profound insight. And there, in the wake of a million fluttering clouds, she always seeks the path rooted in truth, integrity, honesty, and gentle knowing. She reminds you to be strategic and direct, to dispel clouded judgment, and to send tiny gusts of helping wind to those in need. Speak what is right with great compassion and honesty, and communicate your truth courageously. There is magic in truth. There is magic in my veins, where my blood speaks in sooth, and my mind has no reins. And that is so beautiful. And I feel like that message for us, again, really goes into like that acceptance and also that keying into our own intuition. Where can we, like the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Voices, more directly plug into our own truth, our own intuition, our own inner knowing under this magical upcoming full moon? And where can we make sure that we are speaking words of compassion and love instead of leaning toward being critical or nitpicky? So I hope that was helpful. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.